I see.
Thanh tra Ivan nó không vào đâu, chỉ có đây là cái tin về cái này thôi.
Vâng.
Hai ông là khác nhau giống như hôm trước là nói.
Vâng.
Bật âm thanh anh thử tạo âm thanh rồi đúng không?
Vâng.
Hello.
Hi, Lucas.
Hello.
Yeah.
Glad to meet you.
Nice to meet you, man. This is my first time meeting with you, and yeah,
Yep.
I'm so glad to meet you today for our first time work together as with Ogier. And let me introduce myself for you for a few minutes. Yeah, my name is Ming, and I'm AI game producer, and currently I'm consulting for Ogier Studio, and just and I have some experience on. I have 6 years experience on game mobile industry, and hi Valentine.
Yep.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you, man. Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah,
All good.
all good.
Okay, and yeah, my name is Ming, and by the way, I'm working on it's a new project. Gears try with you guys for OGS Studio. Yeah, and let's start for today.
Yeah. I mean, thanks for the introduction. It was exactly where I wanted to start. So yeah, of course, we're very happy to meet you on our side as well. So I'll just start also for our side. So I'm Lucas. I'm working at Homa for the past 3 years. Just so you know, I've been working historically more on live titles, but we are moving to more and more pre-publishing new games and doing new titles, new launches. And yeah, very happy to kickstart this new project and new prototyping phase with you. And yeah, that's it for me. If you want to introduce yourself, Valentin, also on your role.
Yeah, so Valentin's been working at I think, for the past 2 years. Before that, worked at other publishers such as Vodou. I'm currently the head of the team that is helping to launch game, we call it launch shops, where the case is part of, as well as handling the live portfolio. So it's a mix of existing games and new games, and mostly my job is to be a support of Lucas for anything he could need, or if you have any specific question requirement on your end.
Yeah, great. Yeah.
Yeah. If that's okay, I had a deck, but it's open to. I mean, you can stop me anytime in there, but just to have a bit of an agenda going there. So actually, can you see my screen? All good?
Yeah, good man.
Okay. Introductions, it's done. So perfect on that side. So the goal today, I wanted to, just as I mentioned in the channel, wanted to briefly introduce you to how we work, and then we can spend maybe half of the call on the concept. And yeah, just as I said, stop me anytime. I'm used to speaking a bit fast, but don't hesitate to interrupt me, of course.
Yeah.
So main things really, it's a very high level kind of overview of how we work. We'll mainly use Slack. We try to be, we prefer over communicating more than leaving things to the side. So here, on a daily basis, anytime you need to ping us to have our opinion or need us for something, if you have a blocker, please do it on Slack anytime. We'll respond when we can. Just a bit ahead also of production. Anytime you have a new build upload, it's an important time to do a ping, share if you have an APK link, so we can test the new version, and precise change logs. Just highlighting this one because it's super practical to really know what is to expect in the new version. So on this side, Slack will use daily. Then something we'll do just in the channel right after the call is to schedule a weekly meeting together, if that's a pace that fits you as well. Of course, that's like a one point in the week where we'll meet, we'll discuss about your progress, any blockers you might have encountered, and also think about ideation on the project. So it's a moment in the week, but of course I'm still open to jump on any call anytime you need it, if there are additional points we need to discuss. And I'll use the same deck, by the way. I'll share with you as well just after the call.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So that's on the few tools. Then also an overview, again, super high level. We'll discuss it in more details, like on the game field, the kind of blocks in the core loop we need to have built. But just to give you the overview of what are our goals, also like a written kind of KPIs to reach that Louis shared with you, and for the bonus there. So the high level guideline is in prototyping, what we're trying to do is to really test out the marketability of a concept in the market. So with a prototype where we can see also the engagement potential. When I say engagement there, it's your straightforward retention and playtime. So our players are coming back to the game, and how much are they playing the games. This hand in hand with CPI videos, so just to learn early on what will be the cost for an install. So that's the main goal. Here you have some written KPIs for you to reach. On the deliverables, which I find also a bit more actionable on your side. So rough estimate is for gameplay to take at least not more than an hour to complete for a first prototype. That's like a general guideline. Of course, depending on the genres, could be stretched, could be even a bit less than this hour, but that's the general idea. Not to overscope, try to do everything in the first version. Super important is our SDK part. It's called Homa Belly. So the platform you'll have to integrate from the start in your projects on Unity. And it's the platform. It's like a general platform, including all the SDKs we need integrated in our game. And so there will be a step for you to integrate it from the start. Then, of course, like key core gameplay feedback properly, depending on the archetype of the game we are doing together. And also, the pace is a prototype per month minimum. We'll discuss more in details depending on the scope for Gear Strike, where we want to place the dates and the deadlines there. But just that's the recap a bit of our like start setup. All clear on that side?
Yeah, I'm good. And actually, I have some question at this point,
Yep.
like about the delivery. We have 40 to 60 min to complete, and I want to define the session for the gameplay. How like we aim to make hyper gameplay or hybrid gameplay, and that will define how we approach making game. Mm, the first thing
The session time, you mean?
yeah, the session time for like a slam of legend, you enter boss, you fight boss in like 10 to 15 seconds, and you uh, and you back to the prepare, and the session time to play, I think is very important to care, and rather than the overall 40 to 60 minutes. And
Yeah, completely.
and
It's something we are looking at. It's not exactly in our like key KPIs we are tracking, but definitely when we are diving deeper into the game, that's something we want to map out and learn.
Yeah.
So there are two main things we are looking at, and let me know if you agree. It's average session time and the session count per day. So how many sessions the players are doing and how long they are, basically. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Just let's move on.
Yeah. So next, I put there the goal here is not to is more for me to share the deck, and here are some links for you to follow to read through the documentation we have after this presentation from tomorrow on your side. There were a few main points. So Homa SDK is new for you. So you have the overall documentation linked here when I share the document to you. The goal is not for you to understand every part of the SDK, because it has a lot of functionalities, and we will be using like 5% of them from the start. And when we need some, I'll point towards certain parts of the documentation.
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Did you have access to this one already?
Actually, I know how SDK work and how to set up it for some other my games. So I think this part we can handle it. No worry. And if we have any question, we will ask you immediately. Yeah.
We do have a dedicated tech support. So anytime. Anytime you have a blocker, first ping me, because I might have the answer to some simple blockers.
Yeah.
But anytime you need help on the engine or the Homa SDK, I can redirect you to the support.
Yeah.
Second part is the Homa Lab. Are you familiar with this one or not?
No, I have never used this.
Okay. So it's our proprietary platform to submit games, to follow a lot of...
Yeah. Like Crazy Lab or Voodoo.
Maybe you can answer that one, Valentin. What's the name there?
At Voodoo, it was Publishing Dashboard or something like that. It's the same.
Basically, it's a web platform for every lots of moving parts in the game. But the one that interests us here is that's where you will submit the games and submit the creatives for the tests, the CPI tests on the game.
Yeah.
So you probably don't have access yet.
Yeah.
I'll request that for you. Yeah, and I'll ask that to you in our channel. So you have access, and then anytime you're ready to submit first version of the game, this will be the link with a few things to fill, but normally it's quite self-explanatory. And you also pointed out here, I'm a bit more curious exactly what you need, what kind of support you need from us on the creative, so the CPI videos. By default, I'll try to put together like a general document for you on some best practices, specifically for the puzzle or action RPG, how you want to call it, vertical, we will be working on mainly. There are some best practices I want to gather from the team here internally, and also some more technical specifications on how to capture what kind of a video format.
Yeah.
But if there's anything specific you need, please tell me. If not,
Actually, I read your gear strike gear strike idea, and I have some question on this. I am focusing on this more than like
yeah.
progress. And actually, like the main thing we make prototypes, the main goal is we looking for a winning team and team gameplay and team characters, right? And and here you propose a concept, you mix with gear 5 and fantasy theme, as I see here. And I want to ask you about the reason why you choose this theme and the gameplay. Because I researched the original game. They have only $200,000 last month, and the follower has like 10 500. The concept you mentioned, the concept you mentioned have only $500, and that is the point I'm concerning. um, we should discuss more. Yeah.
This one you mean had a low scale compared to this one?
Just taking over here. The reason why we're focusing on both of them, the Gear Fight one, so the one on the left, we have internal info from Voodoo that the performance, like the engagement metric, are very, very, very high. And it's mostly due to the grid, where you can see on the top where you have all the parts moving around and all of those elements are working super well. But they have some issues on CPI. It's quite high, so they cannot scale it more. But engagement metrics are very, very strong. The other one, it's an in-house prototype. We have first quite good CPI on this one. And the second part is we wanted something a bit clearer on the battle part. And on the second prototype, you can see on the right, the battle part is way more clearer. It works quite well, and engagement metrics are also very good. That's why we are using like some information we have, and we know also that the gear part really works quite well with CPI. We just need to find the right creative, but we have intels from other puzzle companies and internal testing that it works quite well. That's why we are reusing both concepts together.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, actually, because like in the left hand you have Gear 5 by Voodoo, right? So the concept here is the character face aside, they battle aside, and on the right hand you have dice attack, and the concept is 3D art style, and and that is main difference I think, because in the 3D you can see the angle, you can see the shadow, you can see the deep character uh, definition. Red is red, blue is blue, very clear. And as you see in the 2D art style, the stroke, the outline stroke, black outline stroke cover all the screen, and you cannot see what is the real color, what is the character is. As you check the reference, you send uh, the
Which slide?
the rap showdown. Yeah, the concept.
So,
Yeah,
yeah, so let's.
yeah, the concept you send. I saw them have only like $500, and the problem here is like the recognition of character is very low. Like I cannot recognize what is that character, and even the TNT, the definition color should be red, and like for me, concept game is very important for audience to recognize like this is my favorite character theme that I want to play, and I don't want to read too much information and analyze it in my head. I want to understand in less than 1 second when I watch it, and that is the main focus. I think we should dig deep to research what is the main theme. We can go viral, we can make IP, and
Yeah.
that point will help us to have a line to go right direction about VFX, about animation, about everything, and I think it's very important.
Yeah, completely agree. There are two things I wanted to make sure with you.
Yeah.
Even if here the reference on the right is 3D, the goal with the concept is to stay in 2D. I think even with like a top-down camera, you can have characters in 2D that stand out well, and you can put even in that camera in kind of setting. So the goal would be to stay in 2D. I hope that was maybe that wasn't clear.
Of course. We stay in 2D and we make it. We choose the character theme recognizable for audience. That's the main point we haven't choose. We don't know. We choose fantasy or futuristic or meme or anything that audience love. That is the main point we can test, and we find.
Yeah, it can completely change the CPI depending on what type of character you're putting. So
So I recommend like a theme that very famous now is like Meme Brain Rot.
Which one?
Meme Brain Rot, Italian. Do you know? I send you now.
I'm not sure. Yeah, if you can send it.
Yeah. Sao rồi? Để share. Can I share for you?
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Here we go. Here we go. Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. And this is this is a concept you want to follow, right?
Yeah, it's. I took the reference, by the way, more in the approach they had with like the proportions for the characters, the cool animations also on movement and fight. In the feedback, but the theme is really open. That's you found the one thing we need to find. So I'll let you go.
As I said, the setup of this gameplay is our future. If we follow this style, like a very bold, sharp outline, and even have shadow under character, and you
Mhm.
cannot recognize how many color, what is character design, and even the character design has like very complicated line draw, and you can see here, here, and from that point we set up a concept based on your reference. Yeah, we made a knight, and we set up the knight standing ground, and we see the problem here. The knight stand like,
Yeah.
yeah, very difficult to understand and play. And after that, we saw this chant. The chant here is Meme Bonero. It's very famous on YouTube, and the character design is simple and recognizable. The audience for video, the best video of this is about like 30 million view in only 3 days. And I can show you some video.
This kind of element could be useful for creative, but
Yeah, we
to
can
stay online.
we can test many cryptic and uh, reduce the CPI cost.
Yeah. But then, yeah, I think the point is also to find something just that can be generally used in the game.
Yeah.
Game versus what we are marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So main thing is the theme. So that's where the main area you want to focus on.
Here we go. I send you the character design. Yeah, the character here is like very easy to go viral, and we can make grip tip very fast. Like if you want to reduce the CPI cost, you must have a lot of grip tip. You have to run a lot of marketing campaign to test which content audience love more, right? And here we have so many different content about these character by AI, and it's the IP created by AI, and no one owns this IP. So that is
Okay.
why we save if we go this way, and this video reached 100 million views last month. And so I think this is a chance for us to try to test something very creative and new. And yeah, that's all.
Okay. The thing, I mean, again, it can be used in a creative to find a low CPI. One thing I'm just a bit worried about is like with trends, they can also like arrive soon, like scale very fast. Everyone is seeing them and also die very fast.
Yeah, of course.
So we should find some kind of middle ground within the game. I'm just talking about the within game here, where the visuals are going to work, going to be like readable with a good contrast, and just remain not marketable, but remain just good on the long run. If you see what I mean.
I'm so I don't understand the first part you talk about the theme. Can you explain, clarify it?
Yeah, sure. So I think the look here it will be good for creative, so to make a CPI video. But somehow in the game, we need to find something that's going to remain a trend forever. That's why on the document I shared with you, there was also this We Are Warriors or Fortress of Gears. If you remember, I can share also.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, which is more like a visual theme, which is just has been relevant for a few years and can remain relevant there for a long time. Not saying we should do exactly those stickmans, but maybe more in the line of those stickmans and the kind of characters, enemy units we are doing.
Yeah. So we mix. We will focus. We will follow like Fortress of Gears character concept, right? And for the meme, I suggest it's only for the marketing creative.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, perfect. And do you have anything else you wanted to discuss on the document today? We'll do, by the way, a new call in the next few days. I think just the two of us to discuss a bit further, like next steps, bricks by bricks for you. But any questions still today?
Actually, I have only question about the art style, and yeah, only about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all good for today? All clear on your side, Min?
Yeah, all clear from my side.
Okay. This week, I mean, anytime the concept you shared today, so where you took Draft Showdown and tried to put it in the game camera, anytime you have something like this, also put it in the channel on Slack.
Yeah.
Would be super interesting to see how you progress on that side. And we are a bit sharp with Valentin today, so I'll text you in the Slack channel about our next call. And in the meantime, see you soon.
Yeah, thank you guys for today, and I'm very happy to work with you. Yeah, thanks for today. See you later.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. See you later.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bạn có gửi cái tài liệu nghiên cứu về style
Vâng anh.
Lúc nãy anh không nghe được cái đoạn mà nó bảo là tại sao cái theme
nó chỉ phù hợp marketing thôi.
Nó bảo là nó đánh giá là chỉ phù hợp marketing thôi. Xong rồi nó bảo là team nó nghiên cứu các thứ.
Nó nghiên cứu về cái này rồi mà cái này nó sẽ tối ưu hơn.
Nó bảo thế. Cứ bảo thế thôi. Không biết được.
Lúc nãy thực ra thằng kia nó không nói gì liên quan đến việc tại sao mà
không nói chi tiết.
Nó chỉ nói là nó follow theo thằng Voodoo đúng không?
Follow.
Thì nó cũng như mình.
Đàn gửi tay trâu đây anh, em nói như đàn gửi tay trâu.
Cái lúc cuối nó bảo
đây nói chung
phát triển cái đấy đúng không? Phát triển cái team này đúng không?
Đúng anh. Vẫn phát triển theo
cái thằng
project kia. Em bảo thằng này kém thì nó lại bảo đổi sang thằng này. Cay vãi.
Thằng kia nó nhận mà thằng kia nó nhận diện nó ok hơn mà. Không, nhưng mà nó nếu biết cái tài liệu nó gửi là cái gì, nhưng mà mình cũng hơi nghi ngờ là cái việc nó nghiên cứu nhỉ.
Ông mày hoa đây hoài.
Thôi thế đã xem nó gửi nào đã.
Cái gì anh cứ có thời gian thì anh bảo team sắp một vài concept xong rồi
anh sẽ như này. Anh sẽ tạo cho em một cái mail của OJ nhé. Sau đấy thì add em vào trong cái kênh của Slack.
Vâng.
Sau đấy thì em bán thông tin luôn. Thì chắc thế đã nhá.
Vâng.
Sau anh em mình trao đổi qua tele sau nhé. Em đợi chút em stop.